Welcome to Paddock Pass, folks, the Abu Dhabi edition. Final round of the season, final edition of Paddock Pass for the year. What a year it has been, so much still to be decided. Of course, the Drivers' World Championship and drivers for next year. Who's going where? Well, the big news here on Thursday in Abu Dhabi, and the reason that the party's probably kicking off over there, one can only imagine they are Ferrari fans, is that Sebastian Vettel has finally been announced as a Ferrari driver for 2014. He's signed a 3-year deal with the Scuderia, the worst kept secret in Formula One, as he himself pretty much admitted when we spoke to him here in Abu Dhabi.
I'm not good with secrets, obviously.
Clearly. No, congratulations. It must be a dream come true for every driver to be confirmed as a Ferrari driver. How much are you looking forward to it? And when did the negotiations really start?
Well, I think it's something that, first of all, has to grow inside you. Obviously, the last couple of years already, I had talks with various teams about potential joint ventures in the future. But to be honest, I didn't really allow them to get any closer because I was very happy where I was, and I still felt very, very happy inside the team. But I think by the end of last year and throughout this year, there's more and more of a voice inside growing you, or there was a voice inside me growing, and the desire to do something different. And it became apparent around mid-season that the option is there, and in the end I decided to do it. So it's obviously a difficult decision because there's a lot of things that I like about Red Bull racing, a lot of things I like about Red Bull, and I've been part of the family for more or less my whole life. But it's a decision for something new, for a new challenge, and for a new future. So that's what in the end made me to decide for Ferrari, and I'm very, very happy, and got happier the last couple of weeks with having made the decision, and hopefully get happier over winter and when I finally jump into the car next year.
How much of this decision was in your heart and how much was in your head?
Well, I would say 50-50. Obviously, you can take a pen and write things down, and you got the head bit, and then you got the heart that you can't really write down, and you just have to listen to. So I think from a head point of view, there's a lot of things that look very promising, a lot of things shaping up, and I think the team generally willing to go through a change and become successful again. And for the heart, I don't really have to explain. I think it's a magical brand, and probably the greatest team to drive for as a driver, which I'm very much looking forward to find out.
Confirmation then that the drivers next year at Scuderia Ferrari will be number 7 of Kimi Raikkonen, no longer the 1 and the 4 of Fernando Alonso, but if you add those numbers together, you get the number 5. That is Sebastian Vettel, no longer just the number 1 for him. With a number 14, though, that's the big question. Where does Fernando Alonso go? It was an open secret that Sebastian Vettel was off to Ferrari. It has seemed to be an open secret that Fernando Alonso is off to McLaren. So, as we've been trying to for the last 4, 5, 6 races, let's just put this question to him simply. Is he off to McLaren next year?
Yeah, obviously it has been not an easy decision to make. Ferrari is the legend. Ferrari is the most important team in motorsport, and it's difficult to say bye-bye. But I made that decision because I feel that it's the best for my future, and probably the best for Ferrari as well. And it was tough. Last year we had some conversations already, and this year after summer I opened eyes, and I went to President Montezemolo and I said, President, I wish I need to go. I feel that I need to go, and they were very understandable with the situation and with my wish. I want to say publicly again thanks to Montezemolo and to Ferrari, because I had 2 more year contract and they could say no, but they show a lot of respect also on my side to understand, and now it's time to move on, and You can be third, fourth, and still believe that you are a Ferrari driver and feel proud. But maybe I'm strange, but I want to win.
You told us that you would finish your Formula One career with Ferrari. Now you're not with Ferrari anymore. Does this mean your Formula One career is coming to an end? Or are you going where we've all thought you're going for months and you're going to end up back at McLaren next year?
Well, maybe I can come back to Ferrari and finish my Formula One career with Ferrari in a few years' time.
Oh, don't be so cryptic. Come on. You must be looking... I mean, it must be a difficult decision to go back to McLaren after everything that happened last time now.
We'll see. I think today it was not a surprise for anybody what we announced today, and I think soon will not be a surprise for anybody where I will go.
I would say it's probably about as close to an admission from Fernando Alonso that he is in fact McLaren bound as we've ever had. It seems his future then lies with the Woking-based team, which of course won't carry Mercedes engines, they will carry Honda engines. One man with a long history, both with McLaren and with Honda, is Jenson Button. And this week, McLaren itself tested for the first time its Honda engine, part of a filming day. 100 kilometres is allowed to be run on the car. Oliver Turvey, the test driver, ran that test. So we asked Jenson what the team had learnt on that filming day, and once again, if he's any closer to knowing where his future might lie and what his interest might be in the World Endurance Championship.
I did a couple of laps. It went round. I think it was more than they thought initially. So
it's more than Red Bull did the first test last year.
Yeah,
this year
they did. Yeah, but yeah, there was nothing at speed. It was just all systems checks.
Okay. A tweet went out during the week from Mark Webber saying, "Come on, JB, come over to endurance racing. You'd love it." Is that a thought in your minds?
I had some good chats with Mark and a few other people racing in WEC, and who knows.
Is it something that interests you, though? If the future isn't to be here, the level of competition, the manufacturers involved, getting together with, great racing drivers.
Yeah, I think it's massively growing. Not that it's not big at the moment, but it is growing, which is great to see. 4 manufacturers in P1 next year. So yeah, it looks very interesting. And you obviously give it a little bit of thought. I'm not stupid, I want to race next year, and if that's not here, I want to be in a category that's competitive and exciting, and that really would be an exciting challenge.
Have you been contacted by teams?
Maybe.
Mark's tweet seemed to suggest, he said I think something along the lines of "even if you aren't with us," which would suggest that Porsche have contacted you.
They say no, so I know.
The F1 Etihad Airways Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Sunday, November 23rd on NBCSN.